Hey, this is your girl Linda with the Life of a Fisherman Wife. Yes, today is Monday and it is tea time. I don't have my days mixed up. Last time, Thursday, when I did my vlog, I had it kind of mixed up and we did the tea time twice, but that's okay. It's tea time. Um, but before we get into this vlog and what we are talking about, let's get into this tea first. Did you just hear my neighbor start his lawnmower? As soon as I started to video, he turns on his lawnmower. So I'm gonna pause for now, and when he's done, we'll come back before we were so rudely interrupted by our neighbor with his lawnmower. I don't know what he's mowing. It's so cold up here, grass is not growing, so maybe he's chopping up his leaves. I don't know. But I was saying that we're gonna get into this tea. Today's tea is organic turmeric tea. Organic turmeric tea. As you know, turmeric does a lot for the body. I know that it takes away the inflammations that's in the joints and stuff, when you live an active life. Um, Another thing, let's ask Google what all turmeric does. Okay, Google, what is turmeric good for?
On the website healthline.com, they say it's a potent anti inflammatory and antioxidant. Do you want a little more context?
No, thank you. I must
Okay.
I must have asked a different question before because he gave me a whole list of things, and now he's saying that same thing that I just told you. So we're gonna rock with that and gonna leave it alone. But anyway, let's taste this turmeric tea. Uh, Not bad. It's not a tea that I would drink every day. It did say that it has a earthy taste, and yes, it's pretty earthy and savory. That's what they say. Really earthy, but not, like I say, not bad. It's something that I will drink, especially when you put it in your mind that it's healthy for you and it's helping out your body. So yeah. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, first of all, I want to remind you of the small businesses that I have put out there already that you can use for Christmas or any time of the year you want. Go with Jody Jazz. She is the independent consultant for paparazzi jewelry. Her jewelry is $5. You get necklace and earrings for $5. It is nickel and lead free. You can watch her lives. I don't think she's going live right now because she's having surgery. I know, and then I think she's visiting family. But I know at the end of the month, I think she's coming back. But she does have a website that I will link it down in the descriptions down below that you can go on her website and you can order things um, from her. Let me see what else about Jody. Okay, well, that's it about Jody. Let's go review back over Jazz Styles Company. She has the monogram embroidery, something else that she does on t-shirts, not sweaters, t-shirts, hats, blankets, notebooks, tablets. She does it all. So you got that teenage daughter, and you don't know what to get her for Christmas. uh what teenagers don't like to be different? What teenagers don't like to stand out? What teenagers don't like that likes to have something someone else does not have? So you go to Jasmine Style. She got tablets, you guys, tablets. Your teenager's still in high school or school, and you get her a tablet with the cover of it, with a collage of her pictures. You go on Instagram because everybody is their Instagram model. In their head, they their Instagram model. So you go on Instagram, you get a whole collage of pictures of her, and you put it on the front of a tablet, or and because you're gonna do both, you're gonna get that phone case, and you're gonna have a collage of pictures put on, or one picture, or however it can be done. You have to put it on there, and then maybe have her a T-shirt. Or girl that got herself, because who does not like to stand out with people and have themselves on different things. So that's my little 2 cents. That's my little thing. And not only that, excuse me, this tea got me burping. Not only that, you can get a friend, a husband, something that he really really likes, and you can make a design of it yourself and have his shirt designed by Jasmine Style. She also has her own fitness. I think she and her brother does the fitness that you can go. Every year we always promise ourselves at the beginning of the year, that's when I'm gonna start my diet, that's when I'm gonna start to lose weight, that's when I'm gonna start this lifestyle change. Whatever you decide you're going to do. I mean, if you want that personal trainer that you can talk to personally and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for, this is my goal that I'm trying to achieve, can you help me? And I'm sure they will help you with that. And she also do the YouTube. If you start trying to start out your YouTube and you need some help, like me, because you don't know where to start, you just want to do it but you don't know where to begin, she can help you with that. Hubby is bored. Do you hear him singing? He's singing I Won't Complain. Amen. But anyway, I wanted to finish telling you about what we're going to do. Well, let me rephrase this. I done told you about Jody Jazz. I done told you about Jasmine Style. Let me tell you about what we're going to do for Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving, we will not be having a traditional style Thanksgiving. We're going to have a Filipino style Thanksgiving. And if you would like to have that same Filipino style Thanksgiving, it consists of egg rolls, and we're going to have the Filipino style seafood boil, but it's not a boil. She steams hers. Okay, so this is what you need. So Wednesday, I'm not going live. It will be videoed, but I will be posting a video of us making the egg rolls, so that you can get. So you can know how to make the egg rolls. And if you would like to make those egg rolls at the time that we're making it, these are the ingredients you're going to need. You're going to need one large size carrot. You're going to need a white onion, a red onion. Um, you're going to need garlic, eggs. We're going to use 2 pound of ground pork, just plain ground pork, unseasoned, uncooked ground pork that you can buy at the store. What else do we need? You need your egg rolls wraps. PJ's is the one that she likes, but she said you can use any ones you like. She said PJ's is more crispier than the rest of them. So let's go over it again. You're gonna need red onions, white onions, one large carrot, eggs. You're gonna need 2 pounds of ground pork, and you're gonna need your egg wrap, um, egg roll wrap. She uses the PJ's. And then we're going to do the seafood boil or steam on the day of. And what I am going to use, I'm going to do potatoes, I'm going to do corn, I'm going to have sausage, shrimp, mussels. Um, what else do I have? Um, what's the long things that you call them? Crab legs. That's what it is. Crab legs. I'm going to have crab legs in mines. That's what I want in mines. But you can do the crayfish, crawfish, whatever that you like in there. You can put any seafood if you want to put fish in there. Never heard of that, but if you want to put fish, it's considered a seafood. So you can do that also. But that is what I'm gonna put in mind. And if you would like to uh, go along with me and have this Filipino style Thanksgiving, you can do the same with yours. And she makes this special sauce. I don't have all the ingredients for the sauce, but I will get the ingredients for the sauce for you. Or you can make your own favorite sauce, whatever sauce that you use, you can do it. But how you do it, you put everything in a pan, you put it in the oven, and you steam it. You cover the pan and you steam it, and you don't boil it. All right, so I'm gonna add everything in the descriptions down below so you will know what we're gonna have for Thanksgiving. I don't want to do the traditional style because Christmas is right around the corner, and I don't want to eat the same stuff for Christmas and Thanksgiving the same month. So, yeah, I'm gonna say this cholesterol. Not really, because that seafood boil gonna have butter. So yeah. All right, I let you know what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's get into what we're this vlog is about today. My vlog today. Let's get in the outfit of the day. I just got on a shirt that I got from Burlington quite some time, and I thought this necklace would bring out some of the color that's in this shirt. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it, but like right here, it's kind of like a mustard yellow here, and I got the mustard yellow earrings on with the mustard colored yellow necklace on with the blue jean jacket with some let me see, blue jeans on, and then I paired it with this little boot right here. And then I had my little shoulder bag. I don't like carrying purses because I usually get called back wherever I go. If I go to Walmart, I get called back, and wherever I was, oh, you left your purse. And we stopped carrying them things. I love my shoes, but don't love the purses. Okay, but anyway, so let's get into this. You know that I have lived in Mississippi most of my life. From birth until mid 20s, I was in Mississippi. And then, probably about the age, not mid 20s, late 20s, I think I moved here when I was 29 years old, 28 or 29 years old. And I'm 50 something now. And so I kind of equal out living in both places. So what I have noticed that there is a difference in living in both places, for as the mannerisms of kids and adults and everybody else in education. The little town that I lived in when I was in Mississippi, it was called Indianola, Mississippi. It was in between Greenville. What's the next big town? Greenwood. It was between Greenwood and Greenville. Then you had other little places like Moorhead and all that. Y'all, my neighbors just decided to start that doing lawnmower up again. But we're going to rock through this right here. I hope you can hear me well, because we're not stopping again. We're going to keep going. But anyway, so in the little hometown that I stayed, wasn't very many people there. Then we chose this town called Kenosha. Kenosha is in between Chicago and Milwaukee. Both big cities are about an hour away from us. So we decided to come to this little place because we was from a little place in Mississippi. And after we got here, it wasn't so little because you got like, I don't know, 6 or 7 high schools, 6 or 7 middle schools, 6 or 7 elementary. Every little every little district has its own little school. Um, and they teach children different. Um, and in Mississippi, we had one high school. When I was growing up, we didn't have Mary Middle and all that. I think it's Carver Middle. I don't. I think it's Carver Middle, then Mary Middle. Correct me if I'm wrong, people that stay in my hometown, because they did change that after I graduated high school, left, and everything else. They did build another middle school. I want to say. I think it's Mary Middle. I'm not sure. But anyway, so you comment down below. Tell me down below what it is, because like I said, I'm out of the loop. I don't even have kids in high school or school here now. So as I was thinking about things and thinking about the way we taught our kids in Mississippi, I have 2 boys. My oldest son was born in Mississippi, and so was my youngest son. He was born there, but not raised there. I went to Mississippi in September and for Labor Day, ended up going into labor with my son. He wasn't supposed to be born until Halloween Day. Yeah, he's my little trick or treat. Um, so he was supposed to be born Halloween Day, but he ended up being born during in September. He was born September 15th because I went into labor and they ended up stopping it, and they held it off until September 15th. I could tell the difference in the way they are. Like my oldest son, father stayed down south, so he would go and visit every summer with his dad down south. So they taught him the way they was taught. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. And all this, all the manners. Well, I still had my manners. My husband still has his manners, but my youngest son, it did not rub off on him. It is not yes, ma'am, no, sir with him. It is I don't care how old you are. And we have to constantly work on him with that. Now that he has gotten older, he did it then because of us. Now, it just him. My oldest son is very respectful. I mean, I don't care how old you are. If you about his age, he's yes ma'am and no ma'am and you then. And people have to constantly say, "Hey, I'm your age. Why are you yes ma'am and no ma'am and me?" Uh, I grew up with my grandparents, and my grandparents taught us that you always respect your elders. I don't care if they are wrong. uh, you don't say anything, you don't tell them they wrong. You just step back, you stay in your lane and you step back. That's what you do. But you don't step on grown people's toes and get all up in their face and tell them how wrong they are. That's the way I was raised. I was also raised that you didn't do everything and anything. If your friends did it, you didn't do it. Because I raised you different. I raised you with respect and with morals. So you don't do everything you see someone else does. I remember when I moved here, I told everybody that I lived a very sheltered life, and which I did. My grandparents made us believe that if we went to a club, the minute you stepped in that club, you was falling to the pits of hell. It's because going to the club was wrong, and ain't nothing in there but danger, and you going to hell if you went into a club. That's it. That's all. That is the way we was raised. That's the way we was taught. Now kids don't care. I mean, they got clubs up here for young kids that's under the age of 18. Um, I don't get it. I don't get it. Please, 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 let's have a discussion about this. Let's have a discussion about, do you think that kids nowadays are raised different than we was raised when we was younger? um, we couldn't, like I said, we couldn't talk back to grown-ups. If someone said something to you that was out of pocket, you sucked it up and you didn't say a word, because if you got out of pocket, you were gonna get your pocket gotten. Yeah. What was holding up them back pockets? What them back pockets was sitting on? Them back pockets was gonna get hot, hot. Um, so you respected the adults. You didn't talk back to adults. So it is just so different, and the education system here is really different. My son went to a school called Ruther High School, and Ruther is a school that really catered to the kids' needs. Well, let me see, how can I put this? Um, they met you where you was. If you didn't say yes ma'am, no ma'am, that was fine with them. If you didn't say Mr. or Mrs., that was fine with them. And we was always taught to call your teachers Mr. and Mrs. But no, this modern day thing, you can call your teacher by her first name or his first name or his last name or her last name. I don't get that. I mean, I think there always should be some level of respect. I am not your friend. I am the adult in this place, and I need to be recognized as the adult in this place. It gives me chills when my son friends call me by my first name. It gives me chills. It's in chills all down my spine, everywhere, because I feel like I have not gotten to the age that I am, and you the age that you are, and you can get to call me by my first name. I need a little bit of respect on my name. I mean, I give respect. I feel like I have earned that respect. So why don't you give me that respect? Not that you gave it to me, I earned it. I earned the right for that respect. When you come to my house, I'm going to treat you respectfully. I'm going to treat you like you are my child. You're not going to do anything and everything. And please don't come to my house think you're going to swear. Please don't sit up in my house and think you're going to swear up in my house, because you're not. That was one thing that we didn't do in front of our parents, and that's still in me. You're not going to sit here and yell at me. Who do you think you are to yell at me? My kids don't yell at me. I'm not going to allow my kids to yell at me. I'm not fit to allow someone else's child to yell at me. You will find yourself out of my house quick, fast, and in a hurry. You sure will. Because you're not going to disrespect me, because I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm going to give you all the love and support that your little heart desires. But you're not going to disrespect me in the process. That's with that. And let me know, am I wrong? Am I wrong that every time my kid's friend come over and they're gonna call me Linda? Miss Linda is fine. Miss Davis is fine, but you don't call me Linda because I respect you and I expect you to respect me. I would even call you Mister or whatever so that you can, if you call me Miss Linda, I may call you Mr. Ethan, so that you can understand that I am just not Miss Linda. Or I may call you Mr. Mike. Uh, not that they ever respected me. The people that know first name, they don't call me. I'm just calling first names, and it may be that people, because I do know some Ethans, I do know some Mikes, and they are my kids' friends. They have never disrespected me, ever and ever. So like I say, I just have earned that respect, and I demand that respect from my kids' friends. But the education, let's get back to the education. The education here, if your child is not doing well in a class, or a school, you have options here. You have options to send them to a different school. In Mississippi, what option did you have? I remember, I would not call this teacher name, but he was a very popular history teacher at Gentry High School. And everybody feared going to his class. Everybody talked about how hard he was. And he was pretty, he wasn't hard. I wouldn't say he was hard. But for a teenager, yes, he was hard because he was almost like a college professor. He would sit in the classroom and he would lecture you, give you lectures. And you have to understand that a teenage mind is not there for a lecture. A teenage mind needs some kind of excitement, needs some kind of attention getter, something. But he did their lecture. And I went to him during the fourth period of the day, the longest period of the day, the lunch period of the day. And I went in there with straight honor students. And yes, no, I was not a straight honor student. I mean, come on now. So I wasn't a straight honor student, and it was like three or four of us that was in his class that wasn't straight honors, and the three or four of us we was failing his class because he was keeping up with them. The majority of the class was getting it, and the four of us wasn't. So you got 30 some people in your class, and you got four people that isn't getting it. So you're not going to slow down just for those four people. You're not gonna try to save four people, and you got all the rest of them that's getting it. So we went to him and we talked to him and we told him, we're not getting what you're saying. It's kind of hard for us to keep up. And he basically told us what I just said to you. Um, Not my problem. You got to study more at home. You can't come to class and just think that you're gonna get what I'm saying. You got to read more. You got to put your head in the books more. And he was right. But you're talking to a teenager. And to a teenager, you're saying you got luck. You ain't got your stuff together. You ain't gonna get your stuff together. So you might want to get ready for this F. That's what you tell a teenager. So that's basically what happened. Uh, and well, that yes, the F happened. That's because I earned that F. That's because I got upset with him, what he said. And whenever I went in his room, I put my head down on the desk and went to sleep. Probably not to sleep, but just put my head down on the desk just to show him, okay, you going too fast for me anyway. I'm not getting anything out your class anyway. So I'm just gonna put my head down on the desk. So yes, I ended up going to summer school for that class that year. Um, I still passed. I still graduated. So it just hurted me because my grandparents had to pay money out that they shouldn't have to pay it out. I should have got it during that school year. I should have buckled down and got more. But here, what they would do, if you're a felon, what they would do is they would come to you and they would ask you, what do you need help in? Do you need help in this? Do you need help in that? So the education there, here is a lot different because you got more schools, more teachers, more people to educate than in Mississippi. That's what I think. That's my opinion. And as you know, what an opinion is or what advice is, it's a gift. You keep it, use it, regift it, put it on the shelf, and never use it, whatever you want to do with it, but you don't get upset about it. Um, So yeah, I this video is getting really long. Just shoot me some comments down below. Let me know. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think that our kids are a lot different? I know all these video games are out there. Um, Parents are being younger and younger, and they're not teaching the kids the way they should be taught. I get this, but you tell me what's going on with these kids. Um, I'm glad mine's are grown. I'm glad mine's are out of the house. But anyway, we're gonna end this video. This is the life of a fisherman wife with your girl Linda. Make sure you make tomorrow better than your today.